Hi, I'm Glenn Kepke with Vector, and I'm here to show you how your yard can operate faster, more efficiently, and most importantly, safer through our YMS application. On the left-hand side here, you see our web-based YMS, which your office will use to help orchestrate your yard. And on the right-hand side here, this is an image of my smartphone. In this case, it's an iPhone of the spotter workflows. So I'm going to go ahead and initiate a move request. All of these activities can be automated, so certain sequences can be met. Let's say the goods have been completed within your ERP or WMS. We can initiate a move request based off those signals, but for the sake of the demo, I want to show you how it's done via a user. So in this case, I am going to have a request to go to, let's say, stall 41. So we do leverage fuzzy search. We also have a yard map as well. So if you want to do visual-based direction, we can do that. So I'm going to go ahead and say that this trailer for KLLM needs to move from door 103 to stall 41, which is my loaded outbounds. So I'm going to go ahead and hit save. On the right-hand side here, you are going to see it pop up. So red dot means it's a high priority move. So I flagged that as a part of the transaction. So now I am going to click on the task at hand, and I can see that I need to move it from door 103 to stall 41. If for whatever reason I need some additional details, I can get the storyboard associated. I can notate comments as well. If I want to message the office, I can do that here as well. But we're going to go ahead and initiate the move. So as soon as I say that I have started the move request, the turn time shot clock starts. So if you are not measuring your spotter productivity, highly suggested. It is one of the best ways to look at balancing labor, making sure you're hitting your efficiency metrics. So the shot clock has started. At this point, I can potentially reject the move. Let's say that move is being blocked by another trailer, or maybe it's damaged. All that can be notated here. Likewise, I can go ahead and hook that trailer. So now I know that that trailer is hooked. I'm going to go ahead and drop that trailer. So at this point, I can confirm it, or I can say that maybe my location had to change. So there are times that some facilities want the spotter to be able to make those decisions. That is all configurable based on user permissions. So in this case, you can see my move date. In essence, my turn time was 1 minute for sake of demo, but we're going to go ahead and hit save. Now you can see that that yard move is complete. It is completely gone, and I can tackle my next request. So that's a great example of how the office orchestrates the move. The spotter moves the workflow. And then one of the things we see that's very common across sites is the need to do yard audits. So whether it's at the beginning of the shift, the end of the shift, if you're in temp freight, it could be 4 to 6 times a day. But Vector allows your team to automate your yard audit. So if you're using pen and paper or clipboard, there is a much faster way to do this. So we've organized here in our demo account a number of different groups based on stalls and areas. So I can go and click on my clean empty reefers, which you can see are stalls 154 to 182. Let's say stall 159 is a trailer's actually there. I can go ahead and search that trailer number, and I can add it. So maybe a driver came in, they didn't complete their workflow. All that can be edited here within the yard audit task. Once a section is good to go, you can scroll to the bottom. We're going to go ahead and verify that section. So now what you see is the radio button is turned to green, and I can proceed as follows for all of my yard audits. So if you're doing yard audits 4 to 6 times a day, you can easily move it down to 1 to 2 at the most. We see a lot of companies doing monthly inventory checks. If your yard is operating efficiently and leveraging a platform, you shouldn't have to do those monthly checks because it'll all be updated in real time. So I hope that demo of how the yard and spotter requests work in conjunction with the YMS, as well as the yard audit of how you can keep your inventory clean and accurate and making your life a lot easier.